Thank you for joining us for the Barbados Today afternoon news for Friday, August 25th. I am Marie-Claire Williams. We begin with news that the CEO of the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, Dr. Dexter James, says the state-run institution is facing a $35 million financing gap. Last night, James revealed the shortfall between what it receives from government and what is needed to meet patients' needs. Addressing the QEH's fourth annual Healthcare Financing Symposium, James said the issue with funding is due to a structural problem.
Today, our run rate at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital is estimated at about $16 million, of which payroll is about $9.6 million. The run rate to support the current package of services at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital is about $16 million per month, of which payroll is about 9.6. We need to just reflect on that for one moment. Over the last 10 years, we've been receiving just about $155 million appropriated by the Parliament of the country. So the structural problem we have is, here's a situation where the taxation model can only afford $155 million. But here's the scenario where the package of services that the population has grown accustomed to and need, not want, and need, is running close to about $190 million. So therein lies a financing gap and the concerns around how are we going to sustain the package of services we currently provide to the Barbadian population.
And on the topic of population, economist Jeremy Stephen wants government to encourage immigration to address the population concerns. Stephen told the QEH Symposium that such immigration could be done by careful selection.
Having an open immigration policy. Yeah, a lot of Bajans don't like that word. But you can't pay me enough to have a child. And I see a lot of young people in here, and if I had to ask how many of you are on to your second child, probably none of you raise your hands. And if I ask any of you over 30 or 26, sorry, how many of you are on to your first, can't raise your hands neither, right? And the problem is that we're not having enough people to replace the population outside, or the dying population. So outside of the whole instance of looking at investment, we also have to look at, for the meantime, if we want to find enough funding, enough to finance pensions, we have to invite people in. It can come through highly skilled workers. They also need services and probably might be willing or more willing or have a greater capacity to pay. Let's not take that off the table.
In other news this afternoon, International Business Minister Donville Inniss is concerned that rising crime could threaten the international business and financial services sectors if the problem is not addressed urgently. Inniss says Barbados has a reputation of being a peaceful nation with a vibrant economy, but it will be affected by the current spate of crime. He was addressing an international business seminar hosted by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Barbados this morning.
If we are not a peaceful place, directors are not going to come here for board meetings. They may even decide that this is no longer a domicile from which to do business. If we do not wrestle crime to the ground, we may find that some of our most competent professionals seek safety in other jurisdictions and take with them the businesses that we've grown accustomed to. So I therefore have to be very candid about some of these matters here today, mindful of course that I speak with perhaps a little larger audience. So for example, the reported incidents of gun-related deaths and violence and general deviant behavior can do irreparable damage to our reputation as a safe haven for business and personal reasons.
Inniss is also warning his colleagues in government not to dismiss economic advice from qualified individuals. That call comes a day after regional economist Marla Dukaran cautioned that more austerity measures are needed to improve the island's fiscal situation.
And you know there are those who may be critical of people like her making their fine comments, but I hold the view that we must listen to people like her. We must not shoot the messenger. There are those who really do have our interests at heart, and they say things that even we as politicians don't like to hear. But you know what? If we really care about the future of our nation, we must be prepared to hear other people's views and to take them on board and not to be dismissive of them. So I'm satisfied that part of the conversation of moving our country forward, part of the action plan, has to be, first and foremost, for people in my level, in my position, to be willing to be fully engaged, listen, and more importantly, take some damn action to really transform this nation once and for all.
Defense attorney Andrew Pilgrim is raising objections to government's plans to draft the Barbados Defense Force to help police deal with rising crime. Pilgrim believes that the announcement from Attorney General Adriel Brathwaite is a knee-jerk reaction to society's fear of gun crimes. He says that short of martial law, he does not see how bolstering the armed forces' involvement in crime fighting would solve the problem.
The common thread between most of the people that come before the courts, is that they have no certification and that they have no involvement in any social activity. So you're going to seldom find it happens, but you can seldom find a fella saying, oh yeah, I am involved in drumming at Haynesville, but I also involved in shooting. I am involved in the Black Spurs football team. I'm involved in things that involve other people working in a social, positive environment. We got to get as many of our young people educated, one, given skills, two, and three, involved in social activities other than the block.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
We are the tridents, we run it down. Everybody know we the baddest around. Anything test, we will throw that down. Come in, Peter, and tell me how we sound. Yes, lyric, you're talking the truth. When we walk up there, the house does salute. Boy, when we put on the trident suit, we put everybody from you. Let's go, tridents. Barbados tridents. Let's go, tridents. Barbados tridents. Wash them all. Dust them all. Knock them all. Send them all. Run them all. Brush them all. Get them all. Dust them all. You know why? Barbados tridents is better than anything. Nothing can test we beat it.
Welcome to CARIFESTA 13. As an AmeriCaribbean affiliate, we at the Barbados Light and Power Company strive to live and work injury-free, and we encourage you to do the same. Being safe means protecting yourself against crime. So when possible, avoid lonely or poorly lit pathways, ATMs, or car parks. From all of us at the Barbados Light and Power Company Limited, have a safe, enjoyable, and incident-free CARIFESTA.
CARIFESTA 13 Barbados.
Thank you for staying with us. We're back with news from the region, and we go to Haiti, where religious and non-government organizations are calling on President Jovenel Moise to ratify the country's municipal elections. They want Moise to sign the relevant documents to allow for the publication of 698 people who were elected to the various posts. According to the organizations, the Provisional Electoral Council indicated on July 21st that it sent the necessary documents to the president, and a failure to constitute the municipal assemblies represents a failure to meet his constitutional obligations. They say when Moise took the oath of office, he swore to faithfully respect the Constitution and the laws of the Republic, and to respect and ensure respect for the rights of the Haitian people. On the international scene, Texas is bracing for Hurricane Harvey. Forecasters say it may be the worst storm to hit the U.S. mainland in over a decade. The Category 2 storm is expected to make landfall either later today or early tomorrow. The National Hurricane Center says storm surges may bring life-threatening floods in and around Houston. Harvey is packing winds of up to 130 miles per hour and is expected to dump as much as 35 inches of rain with 12 feet of storm surges. And finally, at least 23 people have been killed in violent protests over the rape conviction of a popular religious leader in North India. Gurmeet Ram Rahim Singh was found guilty of raping 2 women at the headquarters of his sect in 2002. The victims are believed to be his followers. Police say about 2,500 of Singh's followers were arrested after they smashed cars and set media vans alight, claiming he was innocent. More than 200,000 of his followers had flocked to the Chandigarh area ahead of the verdict, which was handed down earlier today. And that's news this afternoon. For more, you can visit our website www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also find us on Mix 96.9 FM. I am Marie Claire Williams. Good afternoon.